She wanna come and just, I don't wanna fuck just, yeah, all of these niggas are hating on me, but it's been one of, yeah, his mama, keep your clothes on and yeah, all of these niggas ain't told me to walk on the motherfucking beat, I ran, I blow the shit up, let me get my ran, that's if I'm the girl like, bitch, I am, so his bitch, and I slam this bitch like a motherfucking slave, the minute she saw me, you know that she flash, she fucking with me cause she know I'm a head, G-L-O-U-P, they wanna be like me, can't walk my session, it's VIP, I'm so high up, can't be where I be, like don't try us a D-I-E, if shit get busy, I feel like I'm neat, I'm trying to get litty, yo bitches.
Victory!
Ghost of Tsushima 2, aka Ghost of Yote, is going over a great deal of controversy because of the main character's actress, aka Erika Ishii. She's voiced Valkyrie from Apex Legends, and the reason why she's going over a great deal of controversy is because of the case of a bunch of things that a lot of people don't agree with, which is simply reasonable, because of the fact that she is a person that believes a lot of radical things, considerably sexist, hypothetically racist, depending on the case of different views and statements that I haven't looked too much deep into because it doesn't really change my overarching point. Here, it better more proves it, even if the case of her being bad, and same time as well, possibly people not fucking with the fact that Jin's story is not continuing or is not complete, because I, like a lot of others, believe that Jin needed one more game to fully solidify and finish his character, and I spoke about this when it came down to my talks across the board about Jin, and most importantly, my view on the character and how Ghost of Tsushima 2 should be / hypothetically should have been, depending on how I feel about this game. But none of this involves Erika Ishii. And I'm not going to be having a full intro with this. I'm just going to be talking over my overarching opinion of the matter and more. I hope you guys will enjoy. But to simply say it, I don't give a fuck about any of the controversy going on in the grand scope. Kenshi, the blithe swordsman of Mortal Kombat, with his legendary sword Shinto, passed down from generation to generation, the blade that took away his eyes, but made him more fierce than ever. First is Afro Samurai, the boy scarred by justice, the gunslinger, that took away his father, Roku Todoroki, in front of him when he was a boy, making him become a lethal, killer, dynamic, splitting edge, soulless seeming samurai that goes on a path of vengeance stained by violence like no other. Two swordsmen that I've always been intrigued about, especially getting more spice of life with Afro Samurai, reading the manga, taking in a great case of likeness to him, and most importantly always being a Mortal Kombat fan and Kenshi being one of my favorite characters from the series. In today's battle I'm going to be taking Kenshi from the case of the first timeline, aka midway era of games, power scaling that verse because he has better scaling. I think he's a smidge a better character. I don't like M1K, that's why obviously I didn't play it for y'all who were wondering about it in the case of matter for obviously my channel or speak about it in any form. This is because I don't have a new format of a consequence to speak about it, and that is a whole different story. But besides that, it's taking Afro Samurai versus the anime, taking in Resurrection, and considering all the cases of this game, but I'm most likely going to be doing Afro post the Afro Samurai anime, not the manga, not the game, and definitely not the movie, even though the movie considerably is a reasonable form of canon. But I'll talk about that at a different point, especially because some scaling from that will be needed. Regardless though, enough yap. Hope you guys will enjoy. Let's go and get it in.
Round 2. Defeat. Round 3. Victory! Round 4. Defeat. Round 5. Victory! Round 2. Go! Victory! Round 3. Victory!
Jon Jones versus Mike Tyson. Two people that seem to have likeness for each other. One of the greatest athletes within their individual combat sports. Two people that have been seen as the greatest. Two people who were unnecessarily defined by the fullest case of their prime necessarily to some people, but without a doubt, a iconic certification of beast, hungry, titan-esque records that are undeniably one of the peakest records within the history of their individual sports, especially one person technically being undefeated and another having so many wins and knockouts. It is undeniably a gruesome to their character. But who would win in their individual primes? Prime Jon Jones or Prime Mike Tyson? In today's video, as you see by the title, I'm going to be here explaining why this fight is very interesting, but a fight that has a lot more merit to it than just simply this or this considerably, and also just coming back to go and maybe do some real life considerable power scaling, I guess, if you want to do that, because the last two that I did this with was obviously Muhammad Ali versus Mike Tyson and a silverback versus Mike Tyson. Shameless plugs to all of them. But in this, it's going to be again a case of two people fighting each other, explaining some more in-depth stuff. I know I haven't uploaded in a minute, been in school, been working on some stuff and handling some business, but I'm back to go and be pouring out the bussin'. I appreciate the wait, I appreciate the support. Enough talk, enough yap, let's get into it.
Sparta takar shwadam. Saila takar sparcha hawinja laja. Sishayu tinsaim shaja. Tinsai takar spakwe paja dajai. Warbeti buha dajai.
Genji Shimada of Overwatch versus Queen Maeve of the boys team The Seven. Two characters from two groups that stand as Earth's most mighty. Overwatch, protectors of Earth, reckon of all the attributes of a profound team, versus Queen Maeve's team The Seven, that is a discount Justice League that has assets at hand but never used them because of too much of big poppin' superstars that care for nothing but themselves. Queen Maeve stands out as being a character that has a little bit more light and essence to her. Stands as a cool character with interesting and intricate form of representation in the matter of her purpose, views, change and connect. It has an anti-hero sense of sting to her, and is a very cool case of matter character in her own right. In today's video, I'm going to be putting these two up against each other and seeing who would win by the case of matter commission, and explain to you why it is very interesting. Jason Brody, the protagonist of Far Cry 3 and one of, not the greatest protagonists in the Far Cry series, and by multiple accounts on the codes, possibly may be true. One of my favorite characters of video games, one of the most intricate and I feel like very complex protagonists of all of fiction. I'm here to go and put him on trial to see if he deserves all the different accounts and the claims of full-on punishment, Judge Judy style. I'm your host / judge, AmonRa, aka AmonRa Games Before. And as a person who has played Far Cry 3 and first game was Far Cry Primal, I'm here to go ahead and give you the best form and analysis and overlook of all of what Jason Brody has committed on Far Cry 3's pathway of her life, in this case a matter as an ultimate warrior. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Let's go and get it in.
That's right, the third chapter. This game's a real, no lies and no actors. Pick your character, don't wanna represent your life. Start with anybody, so make your choice right. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One box can leave you messed up and fractured. Lock these uppercuts, they may need you captured. May the best fighter win and win again. Battle to the top until his life ends. But if his life ends and he starts to decay, may one of the street soldiers avenge me. See you talking to the game, couldn't be talking to me. I got enough to beat and more soldiers to bury. You know we just clicked in and made you realize this game is twice as hard. You see that with your own eyes. You're on the way to choose your type of life, cause you gotta. I tell you from now, the fight over be the hotter. I don't think you want this one. Just practice, just challenge me when you're ready. Wait your tactics, high punch, spin kicks, watch your back split. I see you in the air when I make your back flip. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8.
Afro Samurai, son of Rokutaro, the number one before him. My favorite anti-hero / great character. One of, not the most iconic black anime characters. A goated ass character I've talked about multiple times on this channel. Showed my love for him, talked about who he is, talked about how powerful he is in power scaling, and showed nothing but love and great case of matter of fanboy instinct with this man because of him holding a great inspiration of my afro and just a delightful and interesting character. But when it comes down to the case of matter of this video, is a new case of matter of video form of video and mix at the same time series with me being inspired by a bunch of different content creators that put characters in fiction or in general on trial for their crimes and unravel them by the U.S. General Form Government Justice System considerably, and take into consideration everything that this character has done and putting them on a reasonable case matter trial and giving true justice, sensible, sufficient, precise, and concrete analyzation to this character, and pretty much just taking in everything that he's done to a conclusion of true merits. I hope you guys will enjoy this new case matter series. I have a lot more coming with this. I appreciate the way forward all the case matter of busting that I'm possibly going to be putting out within this time or not. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Let's go and get it in. When it came down to superheroes growing up, I was showered over all different cases of intricate superhero adaptations and at the same time stories that reform the superhero genre even today. No matter the case, if it was DC, Marvel, or obscure characters like from Dark Horse Comics, adult, teen, PG, they all were cool in their own way, and regardless of being superhero or not, had some great ass form of story and complexity to them. But the number one character within Cartoon Network that always got me to go ahead and sit down, have a bowl of cereal, and indulge in whatever case of matter of antics was Ben 10. The kid with a watch that is the most powerful thing in his verse, that allows him to turn in that first 10 aliens, and now within the greater case of his 10 year, allows him to turn to 10,000 to even millions. In this video, as you see by the title that I've been cooking up, is going to be who would win, Ben 10, his 2005 version, aka when he's a 10-year-old kid, or Godzilla from the Monsterverse, who has grown way more powerful since the case of matter of his newest movie, with the case of Godzilla X Kong New Empire, which I watched obviously already, being a 7.5 out of 10 to me. Cool movie, go watch it if you want. Regardless, I hope you guys will enjoy with the case of matter of the King of the Monsters facing the hero of Earth, and most importantly later to be the hero of heroes. Never Back Down 2 was my first introduction into the Never Back Down series, and my greater introduction into MMA itself. I've seen a few peeks of it, heard about UFC and other great combat organizations when it comes down to the case of the combat sport of mixed martial arts, but I never fully got in tune with it. And more as I've grown up, went from my own time matter of learning, and have fallen in love with the case of Never Back Down 1 as that being my Rocky film of my younger days, and being the greatest movie out of the trilogy. As I've seen Never Back Down 1, Never Back Down 2, and of course Never Back Down, No Surrender, with the case of Michael J. White, the goddamn GOAT. But today's video, as you see by the title, I'm going to be putting the 3 protagonists of the Never Back Down trilogy, technically with Tim Newhouse being in there for reasons I'll explain later in the video, versus the 3 antagonistic figures of the Never Back Down trilogy as well, with Mike Stokes, Jake Tyler, Tim Newhouse versus Ryan McCarthy, Justin Epstein, and Braga himself. I hope you guys will enjoy. Let's go and get into it.